darlings, and welcome to Vlogmas! So I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, had I not been doing Vlogmas, I wouldn't have changed out of the clothes I was wearing yesterday. Maybe Vlogmas is going to help my seasonal depression and just kind of like get me out of the funk. I haven't gotten into the funk yet, and I think it's because of my red light and red light therapy, but this time of the year is always the worst for me. Like, there's a lack of sunlight, there's a lack of happy, it's just like deep, dark, depressed. So hopefully by staying in this space and connecting with you guys and just holding myself accountable to showing up in this way, it'll kind of help ease me out of that by being productive. I'm hoping that this also helps brings like a little bit of light and joy, even if it's fake. This is something that I've been talking about a lot. Even if you have to fake it until you make it, like just fake being happy, fake being successful, fake being wealthy, not that you're like going out and spending all your money and stuff, but like you carry yourself as if you're very wealthy, you're very successful, whatever, it will happen. That's how you manifest things. That is the law of assumption. Fun fact, hopefully by me just showing up every day and really committing to this, I'm able to hold myself to a higher standard and not allow myself to fall into what I've always fallen into, because that's something I've dealt with literally every single year for as long as I can remember. This morning, I am once again having my mushroom coffee. This is going to be a daily for me, so and I'm gonna share it every single day because I love it that much. And I don't know if you guys know, but like I'm a little bit of a coffee snob. I have an electric kettle so that I can specifically set the temperature that I brew my coffee at. It is 198 degrees, by the way. That's just what I found I personally like my coffee brewed at. It brings out more of like the dark roast flavor. It's like a deeper tasting coffee, but it's not bitter. So when you go above 200, I've noticed that it gets a little bit bitter, and that's just like not my cup of coffee. But when you go above that 200, it just like, ugh, I don't know, it's not good. As I was sitting over there, I realized she's dry AF. So we're gonna have to water some plants. New growth in the winter. Like, who's she? Who's that? Probably will also do this one. This plant drove in the back of my husband's pickup truck down a highway for like 2.5 hours and didn't completely get destroyed. Like, this is probably the worst damage on these two leaves. I'm just so shocked. Like, wow, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. So Raylan's using my tripod as a robot? Question mark? Dancing partner? I don't even know. But a couple days ago, we went to Home Depot and got this pot for $5. It was on clearance. It's normally like $45. I basically just used this really big pot as like a compost bin, which is maybe kind of gross to some people. I don't really know. But I'm going to be transferring everything that's in here into this big like moving bin. We have like 50 of them in our garage that are just sitting empty. So I figured I would use this one to compost indoors, because if I put this outside, I don't think, cool! I don't think it'll actually compost. I think that it will just freeze, and then in the spring when I go to use the compost, it'll just be like chunky frozen vegetables, and I don't want that. So we're gonna test this out. Make sure to come back to see if this actually works, because I have no experience with this. I've also never seen anyone do this, so hopefully it works. All right, so this is what we got for now. I'm gonna put a layer of soil over the top, I think. It kind of smells, I'm not gonna lie, so definitely gonna keep that covered, probably keep it in the garage. Hope that if I put it close enough like to our house inside the garage, it'll stay warm enough that it won't freeze, but we'll see. What does it all say?
What is this?
It doesn't say anything? Oh my gosh. What's not an I, Hunter?
This is
No, that's a J.
Bella. She looks like a stick.
Kato thinks so too. The unfortunate part about cleaning is that here we had 2 of the toy boxes that I went through yesterday. So this baby gate was upstairs, keeping the dogs contained up there, and now that I had to move it to keep her from going upstairs, it's just, I don't know. We gotta figure something else out, because this is not it. She doesn't know that she's literally about to get eaten. Sir, no. No. So that chicken and rice soup that I made a couple days ago, or like yesterday or something, I don't really know, my days are all weird. It's been sitting in the fridge, so now the rice has kind of like soaked up most of the bone broth and turned into like a heartier mush. So I'm gonna be making a pie crust to make chicken pot pie. Something else that I do on a daily basis for the kids, they don't take like a multivitamin or anything like that because those are a waste of money. I will put some Mega Mag, this is magnesium, and then I'll also do some trace mineral drops into their drinks so they're getting a little bit more nutrition throughout the day, just because I worry that they're not getting enough even though they eat like the best kids that I've ever met. Oh, hi. Orange juice. I also have Zeolite, but I don't give them that unless they're like super sick, super congested, which I've only had to give them once. So yeah, my kiddos have pretty strong immune systems, which I'm very happy and very grateful for. They're very healthy kids. Just a little thing that I do though to help is adding stuff into their liquid diets because, you know, they're solid diets. Kids are kids and they're gonna eat whatever they want to eat. I try not to stress too much about that. If they eat the same thing, if they eat dino nuggets for all 3 meals in a day, I'm like, you know what, whatever you ate. So as long as I know that they're getting some nutrients in some of the other things that they're eating or drinking, I'm okay. I don't stress too much.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
So for those wondering, Canva is a really great place to go if you're trying to make like graphics and stuff for your videos. They're also really good for like Instagram stories or anything for business. It's a really cool free resource that you're able to use. And I just made the title screen for the whole like welcome to Vlogmas thing. So I'm gonna show you guys that now. Welcome to Vlogmas. Yeah, it's cute, it's simple, it's enough. It is what it is. I am washing my plants. They needed a shower.
I can do it. I can put water in it.
Yeah, you want to put water in your hand? Ooh, is it warm?
No, it's hot.
Does it smell good?
And I can get this towel.
I don't think you want to get in there with them right now. So you want to go make some pie crust with me?
No.
Right, so the kids want mac and cheese and then I'm gonna make the pie crust, and I forgot that I had these cucumbers that were on sale, so I have to cut them and let the kids eat them so they don't go bad. But even if they do go bad, they'll just go into the compost bin, which I'm so excited about. I'm just gonna be talking about that probably every single day for the rest of December. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna get going on this. Hopefully this pot pie thing turns out. I'm a little stressed about it, I'm not gonna lie, but every time I stress about a meal, it ends up being like the best thing my husband has ever tasted. So typically when I go to start cooking, I get all the ingredients out and then realize that I'm missing something. So I can't actually follow a recipe, but that's fine. I'm just gonna kind of wing it, which is what I typically do anyway. So I am gonna add a little bit of the sourdough starter. It's just gonna be like discard. I don't think it's actually gonna do anything. But yeah, making pie crust seems to be pretty easy. And like I said, I've done it one time before. So I don't know, hopefully this works out. We'll see. Alright, so all I'm doing right now is taking little pieces of this pie crust that I made and I'm just kind of jamming them into all of the places that look really thin or maybe have holes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour the filling over this and then piece together all of these extra little pieces into the top pie crust. We'll see how that goes. I'm actually going to throw this into the fridge just so it can stay cold. So cooking with sourdough has taught me a lot, but one of the things that it has taught me is that your hands are actually the best kitchen utensils, and I truly believe that when people say that food is cooked with love, it's cooked with their hands, and the hands just infuse so much into the food that you're creating. I really like cooking with my hands, and it just makes a lot more sense. For one, it's more efficient. It's a lot better when you just use your hands. You can feel certain aspects of the food that you wouldn't be able to feel with a utensil. And then also, like I said, it's just so much easier. So this is where we're at so far. I went ahead and folded in like all the corners, and then I'm gonna put whatever I can on top. I don't know if I'll have enough to cover the whole thing. And this is my workspace. So don't feel like you're not doing it right when you're cooking and your workspace looks like this, because influencers just don't show this aspect. So yes, it's a mess. So here it is. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm just gonna go ahead and make some holes with a skewer. That way the pie doesn't crack and explode, and some of the pressure from the filling is just able to escape through these little holes. A lot of people use a fork. I don't know, I just decided to use this for right now, but I'm gonna throw this in the oven and I will show you guys how this turns out.